Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this.
They're disgusting. She's Anna Navarro in your wildest imagination. You could never solo host a show. You will only ever make it as part of an ensemble, and you could never hope to achieve the success. So you can sit in your little cheap seats all day long and enjoy your little negative henpecking, but your careers are going nowhere.
How ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists, but they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years.
Megyn Kelly showed they're ready to savor every second of the $800 million wake-up call that came right after The View. Beyond only winning in court, Karoline Leavitt accomplished more. She transformed the whole event into a triumphant celebration. Megyn, however, continued to throw a series of scathing remarks. Joy seemed utterly unprepared. Megyn handled the courtroom victory like the high point of her most recent comedic performance, and Whoopi seemed to be ready to lose her patience. However, how did an altercation on TV during the day become so out of control? This narrative will only get better from here, so fasten your seatbelt.
ABC, having just paid $15 million for a defamation lawsuit, would think not to engage in conspiracy theories about defamation attempts, but I guess that's too much to ask from The View. I mean, I gotta ask you, because they said it, are you aware of any plots from Elon Musk to push President Trump down the stairs?
Absolutely not. Let me be unequivocally clear about.
The View received a harsh reality check after years of confident commentary. The ABC studio was stunned by an $800 million legal setback. In fact, Karoline Leavitt did more than just win in court. She turned the entire outcome into a victory. Meanwhile, Megyn Kelly did not even need popcorn to enjoy the moment. She delivered several sharp remarks and looked ready to take the argument even further.
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason.
You may be sitting with a cup of coffee while speaking to millions of viewers. Now you're facing an unexpected financial disaster. Over the years, The View built its reputation on quick remarks and sharp analysis, often focused on whoever dominated the headlines that week. But here's the problem. What starts as a clever one-liner can quickly turn into a costly legal battle when on-air comments go too far without enough facts to support them.
Melania Trump came out and said she's about as pro-choice as they come. And here was the reaction on The View.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
Would you look? This is a network that still runs out fact checks to these women, like it's concerned about them staying factual.
This was more than just a courtroom defeat. It became a complete reality check. Karoline Leavitt did more than simply win the case. Her victory caught the media by surprise. Megyn Kelly quickly joined the conversation, using the case as an example of what can happen when a talk show values headlines over facts. When attention becomes more important than accuracy, the consequences can be serious. What began as another tense day on The View quickly turned into a courtroom battle that captured everyone's attention. At first, it seemed like another heated exchange filled with strong opinions and debate, but this time, the stakes were much higher. Karoline Leavitt came prepared with evidence, an experienced legal team, and the determination to succeed. It was no longer just a public argument. It became a powerful reminder that words carry real consequences and that statements made on national television can have lasting effects.
Disgusting, gross elitism and her complete out of touch nature with respect to the rest of the world, Sunny Hostin, goes on The View and decides now would be a great time to dump all over the so-called uneducated.
What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump. Uneducated white women, is my understanding. You have Latino men, actually, voting more for him. And you have, and black men was not the story. We're not the story here because they voted almost 80% for the vice.
And what a stunning collapse it was. An $800 million verdict is more than just a huge amount of money. It's the kind of blow that shakes an entire network and forces everyone to ask what went wrong. Somewhere in a Manhattan office, executives were likely trying to figure out how everything unraveled so badly. Meanwhile, Karoline Leavitt remained calm and looked like the clear winner. She didn't just win the lawsuit, she showed her strength. Then came Megyn Kelly. She had no interest in holding back. She entered the conversation with a series of sharp remarks, treating the entire situation like the ending she had been waiting for all along. Her response wasn't just critical, it was a fierce takedown, delivered with confidence, precision, and the satisfaction of someone who had seen it coming for years.
Donald Trump will be sworn in as the 47th president of the United States, yay, on January 20th of this month. Not everyone's happy about it, and many people would like us to be more focused on the insurrection that he personally unleashed, if you ask them. As we discussed earlier, they think it's as bad as like cost, and you don't have to take my word for it. Here is Sunny Hostin of The View.
January 6th was an atrocity. It was one of the worst moments in American history. And when you think about the worst moments in American history, you know, like World War II, things that happened, you know, like.
If sarcasm were an Olympic event, Megyn Kelly might have taken home the gold. She never needed to shout, complain, or create a scene. Instead, she made her points with the calm confidence of someone who believed the facts were already on her side. Her delivery was sharp, her arguments were precise, and her knowing smile said more than any one-liner could. Megyn wasn't just criticizing The View, she challenged the idea that the show was untouchable, arguing that confidence means little when the legal system steps in. But how did it come to this? How did Karoline Leavitt, a rising political figure, end up taking on one of daytime TV's biggest shows? The answer is simple. While the cameras focused on the drama, Leavitt kept her attention on the legal battle. And when courtroom rules replace TV debates, the stakes become much higher.
You get this little lecture from, forgive me, those is over at The View.
I'm a Christian girl. When something like this happens to you, like this assassination attempt, and you say something like God was watching me, that is a very unchristian thing to say because it's very narcissistic. Well, God was watching me and not watching them. There's something very disturbing.
God should have pulled the plug on that mic yesterday.
That's obnoxious. I don't know what church she goes to. That is how people of faith talk, and the intimation is never he was looking out for me, but not those.
Karoline's legal team did more than file a lawsuit and hope for the best. They came prepared with detailed evidence, defamation claims, and documents they believe supported every allegation. During discovery, they built the case piece by piece by reviewing emails, show scripts, and corporate communications. That was when the pressure truly started to build. In court, the entertainment value of accusations means nothing. The focus is on the facts behind them. Claims of negligence, harm to a career, and damage to a reputation quickly became the main points of dispute. What first appeared to be another heated argument turned into a high-stakes legal battle with major consequences. Leavitt's team carefully built its case step by step. In the end, the lawsuit became a reminder that even television hosts can be held accountable for what they say on national TV, while she remained calm throughout.
Whoopi Goldberg was angry when Alyssa pointed out that Trump went to the funeral of Officer Diller.
Yes.
On Long Island, and Joe Biden went to a podcast. Look at Whoopi Goldberg's reaction.
Choose what you like there, but for Republicans, it was good imagery.
Really?
One day later, yes.
And I'm asking that because I was so offended because you know who showed up.
For years, The View appeared comfortable behind a reputation built on influence and loyal viewers. Karoline Leavitt was seen as a lesser threat. That turned out to be a costly mistake. Instead of backing down, she responded with a legal team that caught the show off guard. Meanwhile, Megyn Kelly clearly enjoyed watching the story unfold. After the verdict, Megyn Kelly argued that the case showed media accountability, still matters. She said it served as a warning about the risks of prioritizing bold commentary over careful reporting. The outcome also prompted greater caution in newsrooms, with increased legal review and more careful editorial decisions.
That hot mess that they air in the mornings, called The View, had to issue not one, not two, not three, but 4 corrections, legal corrections. 4 legal notes. We only have 3 of them on camera, but look at this.
I have another legal note. Both Trump and Pam Bondi have denied allegations of a quid pro quo. I have a legal note.
Not to mention what they did at that debate, where once again, they tried to fact check only one side, and then when their fact checks got fact checked, they cowered. They cowered in fear. I mean, this is a pattern.
The consequences quickly spread across the media industry. Newsrooms became more cautious. Every headline received closer review, and producers leaned more on legal teams. This wasn't just about politics. It was a reminder that opinions presented as facts can have consequences. According to Megyn Kelly, the case wasn't about celebrating someone's downfall. It was about accountability. She used the verdict to highlight the importance of responsible reporting and argued that even major media outlets remain subject to legal scrutiny. The impact was difficult to ignore. The case made advertisers, producers, and newsrooms more aware of legal and defamation risks in televised commentary. It also raised Karoline Leavitt's public profile after she successfully challenged a major media outlet. Megyn Kelly argued that public influence comes with responsibility, and the case highlighted how careless remarks can lead to significant legal consequences.